Have you ever wondered why as humans with all of our notable differences still find common ground? We all have different race, ethnicity, gender, wealth, career path, life experience, and the list goes on. But why? Everywhere you go, every person you meet, you may encounter with someone who you both have so much in common. Whether it be religion, culture, or just normal and simple things like hobbies or interests, you might have already entered to a word that you probably know or hear about it. Community. Ever since the dawn of time, humans long for connections. Humans are social beings by nature, and this social aspect dates back to where early ancestors who found strength and security in numbers. This innate drive for connection and cooperation has deep roots in human evolution. Early ancestors evolved into large groups for safety and security and would form their own hunter-gatherer societies, the first ever known form of society. And afterwards, human civilization develops onward, from cultivating agriculture to feudal kingdoms, rapid industrialization, and today with the modern technology and information age.
But why do we need to know all of this stuff? Surely basic kind of information that sounds a little bit irrelevant or redundant, right? Nope.
Well, understanding this info can provide us a valuable insight into the fundamental nature of human social behavior, holding the significance in the context of survival and adaptation in a community, as well as the historical context of how humans interact, react, and form bonds with each other. As the population increases, formed civilized societies have tried to meet the needs of its citizens, especially today. But wait, I did say about civilized societies. So, what's the difference between the two? In fact, what is a community? To start, community refers to a smaller, more localized group of people who share common interests, values, or characteristics and often interact on a personal level. In contrast, a society is more on a larger, wider, and complex scale, with connected to socio-economic and political structures, and may not necessarily interact to all of the people inside a society on a personal level. Although these two have a lot in common, they are very different and interconnected in terms of the context itself. Now, community can be illustrated into two major definitions: share common characteristics, behaviors and norms, interests and goals and routines, and extends beyond genealogical ties while maintaining personal level relations. Now, to elaborate further, community is not a specific visible place, a building, or an organization, nor is it an exchange of information over the internet. It is both a feeling and a set of relationships among people binded with trust, belongingness, and caring for each other. After all, the word comes from the Latin word called communitas. It can be formed for a purpose or by having the same culture, religion, interests, hobbies, passion, or simply your friend, your neighbor, or your family. These social groups maintain the statement of community cannot be a community without its people. However, who will lead the people? Who will provide the growth for the next generations? In fact, what can we do to make our community better? While it is true that community cannot be one without the people living in, it cannot be one without some people grouped and working together to improve the community. Whether it would be this, this barangay building right here, and this. Thank you, Mom. All of those I mentioned are commonly called and fall under the social institutions. These formal institutions provide the necessary infrastructure, resources, and support networks that enable the community to thrive and meet the needs of its members effectively. Even a family, which is considered the basic unit of society, can be a social institution and a social group, as it is formalized structure by handling out of norms, both legal and cultural frameworks, teaching those values to the newest generations. Now, to clarify all of this, the word obviously gets lost in translation by people, using in a way like where you can find like in a small town or village or a barangay and just call it a community. It is understandable as the meaning of the word is a broad term. But to reiterate the true meaning, communities goes well extend beyond the physical boundaries of just a small town. Then if that's the case, what should you do to contribute to a community as a citizen? Get involved with them. That's how. You probably are involved with one all the time. To start, attending social events that involves helping the town like cleanup drives, tree planting, volunteering, or attending seminars are a great way to get involved and become familiarized with the place. Participating in civic duties, whether you are a student or an adult, or becoming a part of an organization, allows you to present a voice in the decision making for the betterment of a community. However, the one action that we already gotten used to is just by communicating with the people around you. Just by being friendly, respectful, and have a smile on your face can have a lasting impact and form a tight-knitted bond between you and the latter. Hi! Hi! After all, a community has to be inclusive and is diverse. No one will surely ever to live in a community that is just exclusive to one group. In today's terms, that is.
Parang ganahan mi nga nasa women's kay para kung example na kuan ka na doon na ba kay pagalitan na kuan ka na tao ba karon sa imo para maron kuan na kay ma kuan nga
Makahatag ko ka na mga kababaihan o freedom din na freedom. Para namang mga babae na may freedom. Kasi kay kailangan laki pero sila ka mga nasi. Kami sa mga
Amo nang pringkamuton nga mga improvement sa ro kay dag-aron magtuon sa bisa uban aron ang atong di kamao makamakusad among ipalanap sa lain lugar. Lisod man tinod kana lisod man gyud yads pero pringkamuton lang gyud nga makamao aron ang sibak ko paingon man tas pagkatigulang naay magsunod. Kay way dini namo ipakuan sa lain di way makamao.
O muwa na sa sarok ani.
Una, wala nami kinabuhi.
Ang kaning sarok bitaw mo kailangan i-pass on to the next generation para makapadayon pa ni ang unsang ang pag-exist.
Padayon sa lain. Hantod-hantod basumpay-sumpay.
ang Ginoo makatagol sa paglampo o sa pagkihusa sa komunidad sa Moraga. As citizens, our contributions, no matter how big or small, are the building blocks of a vibrant and resilient community. The spotlight does not shine down alone at a specific person, but includes all of the people that stands within as well. No matter where you go, moving in and out of societies or civilizations, there must always be that one community that can always welcome you.